So Sebastian Vettel started his 2018 title charge in the last video by winning in Bahrain, and to be honest, looking back on the last episode, it was actually a decent race for us. But there's some bad news for this race. As you can see, look at the weather conditions. Majority for heavy rain for around about 75% of the race. So it looks like this race in China will be the first heavy race of the 2018 season. Here's some of my stats. My contract value going into the Chinese Grand Prix. I'm up my teammates' rivalry. 6-4 I believe. But it's time to get racing in China.
Ever since the Sauber of Felipe Massa passed Jenson Button into turn 1 at the very first Chinese Grand Prix in 2004, Shanghai has consistently provided close racing and extraordinary memories. It's where Lewis Hamilton effectively lost the title in his rookie year, and it's where Nico Rosberg claimed Mercedes' first win of the modern era in 2012. The ever-tightening turns 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here at Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Thomas. As with all the drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition, but Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
And this is something that has ended the career of many a young driver, as that leap up to Formula One proves to be too much. But luckily in this case, I'd say they're doing a good solid job, and the risk the team took in signing them is definitely starting to pay off.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Max Verstappen and Ricciardo, Thomas, Sainz, Alonso and Kevin Magnussen.
You managed to qualify better than we expected yesterday, so let's do the same again today.
After turning the difficulty up to 104 or 105, I believe, I've managed to outqualify my teammate once again. It's very close this season, but as you can see, it's heavy rain, and it's not like it's staying. The heavy rain will go at the end of the race, so at this point, I wanted to change my strategy. I wanted to go with a two-stop. But for some reason you can't change from intermediates to dry tyres, so hopefully they make a patch and hopefully they can sort that out, because that would be really useful. And I feel like with this game now, it's been a couple days since the game came out, I'm starting to understand the game, the setups now. But anyway, we've got 5 red lights for the round 3 of the 2018 championship in China, and it's lights out and away we go. It's a very decent start there as we head in towards turn 1 in the spray. As you can see, you can't even see in the spray as we head in towards turn 1. We've got our teammates on the inside. We've got to watch out for Verstappen as well and Ricciardo, the 2 Red Bulls, but it's Sebastian Vettel out in front by Kimi Raikkonen. They're side by side, the 2 teammates. Then it's both Mercedes, then it's both Red Bulls, then it's both Renaults. In 7th and 8th positions, we managed to edge out our teammates as we head in towards turn 3 and turn 4. And we're going to go down the inside of both Red Bulls as we head in towards the exit of turn 4. If we get better exit, yes we do. We shift down the gears early and we get better traction. And now lap 2, we were in 5th place, but look at the gap between us and Hamilton as Max Verstappen goes down the inside, and Max Verstappen trying to make positions up in this heavy race. Max Verstappen obviously known for his talent in wet races, but to be honest, the talent will not be there today since we feel like we've got a better car than Max Verstappen's. We lose the back end there a little bit, and now on the exit of the long right-hander, and Max Verstappen again, we're going to try and close on him, but Max Verstappen, there's no point, and the position is gone. So Max Verstappen has P5, but we're going to go around the outside of Max Verstappen, And there it is. So Max Verstappen gets the position, but or does he? Because we're going to try and get him on the exit in towards the last corner. We have the inside line. We're going to take the inside line and the racing line as well. And there he goes, Max Verstappen. I don't know what's happened to him. He might have spun out or something. We're now coming on towards the end of lap number 4. We are in the main straight, and as you can see, Ricciardo. Obviously, we both have the Renault engine. The difference is we are the Renault Works team, and they're just Red Bull with the Renault engine. So they ultimately have the better car than us. We're currently fighting Red Bull for the third best car in Formula 1 as we're going to enter the last corner again and do the same move as Max Verstappen. Ricciardo goes a little bit wide, we leave him room and we get the position, but look at Verstappen now. He's got the slipstream of his teammate and he's going to overtake him, and plus he's going to overtake him and he's going to overtake us. Around the outside goes Max Verstappen. We make a little bit of contact there as we're going to try and follow on the racing line, and as you can see, there it is. Max tries to lunge down the inside, but Verstappen will have none of it. So lap 5 again, and it's Max Verstappen versus us. We're going to go defensive. We're going to use the overtake ERS setting, but as you can see, we are no match for the Dutchman and his Red Bull. We're going to try and late brake Max Verstappen without front locking, and we're going to try and follow the line. As you can see, we're fully locking the turn for the corner, but as you can see there, it worked. But as you can see again, lap number 6, Verstappen again tries to overtake on the main straight. Again, we're going to late brake in towards the final corner. Bit of differences there as we lock up there as we head towards the final turn, and we should have the better exit, but Verstappen pushes us and he's got the position now, but we're going to switch back on him, and yep, we retain P5. Our engineer complains about how that was a little bit reckless. I don't think that was a little bit reckless. I just think that I think that was fair racing, since we managed to switch the position back and we got the inside line. Now Verstappen again, same place, same corner. It seems to me that Red Bull clearly have the advantage when it comes to engine and slipstream, but when it comes to grip and traction, that's when our car seems to be doing bits around this circuit. So lap 9 of the Chinese Grand Prix, and we're going to go on the inside of Max Verstappen. Will Verstappen be able to hold the position as we head towards turns number 1 and 2? Make a little bit of contact there again, but Verstappen will have the inside line for turn 2. He gives us a little bit of a squeeze, and Verstappen's got the position. We're going to try and switch back on the Red Bull, but it's no use. We lose the back end there a little bit, and there we go. So Verstappen, we've lost the position to Verstappen, and now we're going to lose the position to Daniel Ricciardo there. But to be honest, Red Bull are probably one of the top 3 teams in Formula 1. So as you can see, Ricciardo going down the inside in the hairpin, and we lose the back end again. But we're going to try and fight Ricciardo in towards turn 1 by using the overtake ERS setting, and plus I think with Rich Mix, as we head towards the start finish straight for lap number 10. And look at the speed we've already got. We're going to go around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo in towards turn 1, and we're side by side. We've lost the back end there a little bit as we're switching back again between us and Daniel Ricciardo. This has been a hell of a fight so far in the Chinese Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel has gained away from the front runners. 1 lap later, and again, same place, same manoeuvres for Daniel Ricciardo. So can you see where the Red Bull really thrives when it compares to the Renault Works team? They really thrive on that main straight, and as you can see, just Ricciardo there, just absolutely leaving us for dead as we heading towards the hairpin on lap 14. We are midway through this race, and as you can see, the track's actually starting to get dry, and our rear tyres were absolutely killing us nearing the end of the stint. I have to be honest, the tyres were basically gone at around about lap 13, lap 14, so we basically decided to pit for 1 more lap, and I thought this lap was the crossover point, but I just missed out. It was actually 1 more lap. It was lap 16 where the crossover really happened, but we do lose Hamilton, and we go really wide in towards the pit entry, and we just about make the pit entry. And one thing that I've noticed is that it really helps when you're in the pit lane to basically go lean fuel mixture and to use the non-setting for your ERS. That way it saves a little bit of fuel and the ERS as well. and DRS has been enabled, so this is time for the crossover point, and now it's time to go out on the medium tyres. And as you can see, the grip's there, but it's not really there, if that makes sense, as I lose the back end of the car there in towards turn 1 and turn 2. So now it's one lap later on the last corner of 16 and entering lap number 17. And have we jumped Daniel Ricciardo? No, we haven't. We haven't jumped him. He's actually jumped us through pace-wise, so yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but to be honest, we weren't fighting the Red Bulls today. Not today, at least, so it's P6. And who's that? That's Raikkonen. Raikkonen in the Ferrari is slowing down, and I believe that's some type of engine failure. But after that, nothing really happened. I was just cruising around. Alonso managed to get P7, but at the end of the day, we was just in a world of our own. We couldn't really catch up to Verstappen and Ricciardo, and plus we were too quick for Alonso and our teammate Carlos Sainz. But around the final corner, it's going to be another points finish of this season. It was P4 for Australia, P5 for Bahrain, and now it's P6 for China.
Nice work, you did well today. I think the boss will be happy with that one.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
I think a large part of it comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
So Sebastian Vettel takes his second victory of the 2018 season, followed by both Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton. It's actually nice to see both Mercedes finally kickstart their title hopes after an abysmal first two races, mainly for Hamilton, who DNF'd in both Australia and in Bahrain. So here are the official classification results. Vettel takes the win in second victory, Bottas in second, Hamilton in third, and then Ricciardo, Verstappen in fourth and fifth. Us in P6, Alonso, Magnussen, Leclerc actually getting in the points, and Roman Grosjean as well in the top 10. Nice to see Leclerc starting to get some points on the board as we head into Baku next. That's probably our worst circuit as far as engine power is concerned. We're going to be really struggling on that track, but we're going to try and take what we can from that race and other races on. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like this video, comment and subscribe for more F1 2018 career mode content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.